Yo, what's up, my people? I go by the name Nature Ben, aka Soundboy, Make Sense, Nature Ben, Kill It. And today I'm gonna show you something new that I've never done before, but I'm gonna show you how it sounds so very clean on this video. I'm gonna show you how I mix these gospel vocals from a lady that came to my studio the other day to record. It's more of like meddling for those of you that used to go to church. You understand what I'm talking about? It's meddling like um songs, different songs coming together to like just like a worship, understand? So um that's what I'm going to be showing how I mix it. Like it's very simple. Like I made the beat. Like I made the beat, and I also did the recording and everything. Like I did everything on the song. So song is fully mixed and mastered by me. You understand? So dude, the song is not yet released, but I actually pleaded from the artist to do this tutorial to show people how to mix a gospel songs. You understand? So please, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. I would really appreciate if you do all those things for me. And I want to show you how I make this vocal sounds big, from small to big. You understand? So I'm gonna be playing it for you first to listen. Then I will show you how I did the whole process. Is you understand? So enjoy and still remain blessed.
Hey, blessed the thou son of David. Blessed the thou roots of Jesse. Hey, you are eminently glorious, immaculately beautiful. I can go on and on and on. But my words are not enough. My vocabularies will fail me. Permit me to cry out. Iba,
Oh, I'm not gonna be playing the whole song though, right? I hope you enjoy what you just listened to. It's fun. I like when I was missing this song. It was actually fun for me because I go to church. Like I play in my church band, so I love it. It was sweet when I was mixing this song. The process was very cool and nice. You understand? So one thing I want you to understand before mixing this kind of vocal is that know what you want to achieve at the end of the day. Know how you want it. Normally the artist is very good, understand, and the artist is very very good. She know how to sing. You understand? She knows how to sing. Very let me be honest with you guys. So she knows how to sing. So what I first did was that I clean all these vocals. If you can look at this vocal, I clean it. I clean it. You see these places, I clean it. Like I clean the whole vocal. There is no noise, and I did a lot of gain staging. Do you understand? I did a lot of gain staging on this vocal, and that's why you see she's actually shouting, but then I have this compressor that is compressing the whole vocals together. So yeah, compressing everything together. So what I first did was that, let me show you what I did first. Um okay, you know what happened? I don't want you guys to look as if I'm lying, so let me also mute everything together and then play it for you guys to listen, so that you understand what I'm actually talking about. Mute, then let me still come back to this place and mute. So listen to how the vocal will sound. Let me even solo it so that you can hear the everything together. Okay, seems like this one is not yet.
Hey, blessed the thou son of David. Blessed the thou roots of Jesse. You are eminently glorious, immaculately
Can hear the
beautiful.
vocal. It's not
I
actually
can go
sounding well like that, like that.
on and on,
But she know how to sing. Let
on
me
and
be honest, she know how to sing.
on. Oh, 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 but my words are not
So
enough.
what I first did, remember I said earlier on, I usually anybody that has been, if you have been following me from the first time I launched this channel, so I'm this kind of person that like mixing in two groups, understand? So the first group I take my time to do the EQ and other stuff like that. That's what I take my time to do on that channel. So while the second group I just polish the vocals with it. That's what I normally do. So that is my own kind of style of mixing. So you understand? So what I first did was what I first did was I I I put on this NS1. Let me on it. I put on this NS1. So the essence of me putting on this NS1 is to take out any background noises that I don't actually want. That is the reason why I added this NS1. So if you don't want any background noise, most especially like actually where I record this in my room here, so there's no noise though, but I still put on the NS1 to have this professional feeling. That's what I did. So you get. So the next thing I did was the auto tune. Auto tune, like I'm using this auto tune Pro EQ, sorry, Pro auto tune from Antres, right? Yeah, Antres. So she's a female, so I'm using 5 as a vocal. She already has a sweet voice. I just need something that would make it more polish and more sweeter than it was, so understand. So my routine speed on 80, sorry, my routine speed on 5, then my humanize on 80, on 80. While this song the beat is on G. Remember I told you I made the beat myself, so the key of this beat is on G, while the scale is major. She's singing on soprano, that is SP soprano. So the next thing I also added was my Pro EQ. This guy here, um I added this guy. You see my cutting? You see my cutting? Like I cut a lot. I don't want. That is my cutting. I don't want to start doing all over again. But then I'm just showing my vocal chin so that you should see everything I'm doing. I don't want to lie. Understand? So the next thing is that I've added this R compressor. When I told you that her vocal was was a certain, I'm sorry, I compress her vocal so that it shouldn't go out of character. When I mean out of character, it shouldn't go beyond where it's supposed to be. But I didn't use this plugin alone. There's another plugin I'm coming to it, so I'm just showing how my vocal chain is. That is what I did, and then I use this guy like this. This silly to boost out my vocals, to add volume to my vocals, because when I cut here I compress. When I compress here, so I use this one to boost out the vocal so that um we will replace that lost volume that we actually lost at this compressor, because there's no way you compress and you tell me that your volume is intact. There's no way. So once you compress well, you have to lose, you will lose a lot of volume. So I use this plugin to actually as how will I even put this in English for you to understand? I use this plugin to add up a little volume to the vocal so that it should sound we should replace that other volume that we lost, and I still cut the vocals again. This all these plugins are from Waves, so you can get away. Waves is actually a nice plugin to use when you want to mix your song. You understand? So I use this one to also cut out the EQ. Like I did the low F, the low MF, and the high MF. Like and the high F, like I touch here and I did a lot of twerking here, and I play with this plugin a lot. It's actually a nice plugin. You should try it and see. You understand? So the next plugin I use is this guy, which I use it to spray out my vocals, like to balance it on the beat, to make it sounds more professional and more sweet to the to ear listening. So you can't mix without spraying out your vocal because you want to actually get what you want. So what you should do is to spray out your vocal. After that, I de-ess like all this, like I de-ess it a lot. I don't want my vocals to be to be sounding harsh on the ear. I did that a lot of times. So then I also put this magic finger here, fresh air. Like I put the eyes on the 13, then I made on the 15. So I didn't use any plugin. I just used default setting, and Boom, that's what we got. And I'm trying to rush this video as much as fast, so I don't want to bore you guys with my talks. And this vocal rider, yeah, vocal rider, I I I put the volume range at 00, then I put here at 5, so that it should control the vocal, so that the vocal shouldn't go above the requirement volume that we really want for this mix. Do you understand? So then the next plugin is CLA, because definitely once you do this thing you will still lose another volume, so I still use this 3 CLA3 to add up another volume. After that, all those S's came out and I didn't like S's, and I don't like S's, so I DS it again. That is DS35. And you should know this plugin is very cool plugin to know. You should know about it. Then if you don't know how to set your reverb and delay and all those things, flanger and the climber, all this doubler, I've made a video on that already. I think I've made a video on that, so it's on my channel. You can go watch how to set a reverb and delay. So I send my reverb channel, I send them all. So yeah, I send them all. This is how it sounds. Then I came to this map here, to my listing again here. So here I also add another EQ here to have this how will I even put it for you? This plugin is actually free plugin. You can check it out. It's actually free plugin. I wish I knew I got this plugin from. I would have added the link to you guys so that you guys can download it. But then it's actually a free plugin. You can check it out. Do you understand? So um yeah, these are another EQ. So I these plugins add a little add more presence to this vocal, add more presence. So I'm going to play the after this whole process. I will show you how I'll play. Then I'll play the vocal so that you feel the presence. Then MF, I dug down where the frequency is going out of character. I dug it down so that we should have this good and smooth flow of vocals. That's what I did on this plugin, this Pro MB. Like that's what I did on this plugin. So I'm trying to rush this thing so that you should I don't want to talk much, you understand? So now, like, just papa, you should understand what I'm talking about. Then I saturate it, understand? I saturate my vocals, like the tone. I add presence, and the treble and the bass was mid, and then the bass. I did it. Don't do too much here. This plugin is very sensitive plugin. Once you try to mess with it can mess with your vocal. Let me be honest with you. If you don't know how to use this thing well, to mess around with your vocals, and that is what you wouldn't like. You understand? So it will mess with your vocals. So real quick, um then I still, you remember, I added a wider on my first group. I still added a wider here because I felt like the vocal was not wide enough where I wanted. I added the vocal to spray. That's what I did. So it got sprayed, and it sprayed actually. Yeah, the vocal got sprayed, and I actually love what I had on these plugins. And understand. So um yeah, you should get it. This plugin too is also free. You should try and get this plugin because you will love it. It's actually free. You will love it if you have it, and you understand. So then this guy, these snobs, this I use it to bright out the vocals and to add presence also to the vocal. Like, I love making my vocals shine. I don't know, but I love making them shine. Like when I'm missing, I used to close my eyes, then listen to the song and make sure that it's sounding more professional and nice to people around. You understand? So me, the girl haven't listened to this song already, but trust me, she hear this song is already a banger, it's already a fire. She don't need to even see too much on it. To understand? So this song is already a banger. You get? So I use this plugin, this one ups to add the brightness on these vocals to make it shine to make it shine. That is what I did. You understand? So the last but not the least plugin on my group 2 mix, that is vocal mix rack. This plugin, I could remember when I didn't have it. Like, it frustrated my life. Like, I was looking for it left, right, and center, and yeah, I add on my reviver, and I add on my thickness. Like, I play with my thickness here, and I also select the kind of mic. Though we use SMB mic here, use this SMB mic here to record, but then I can also select another mic if I want here, so that to have this texture of this professional stuff. Yeah, that's why we are prime wave studio. You understand? So we try to make things happen real and nice. You understand? So um it's good to actually test run stuffs like don't actually follow my figure. Use your ear. Very important. I'm just giving guidelines. Use your ear to understand whatever you want. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. So use your ear to understand whatever you really want. So production is not something that they'll see they want to teach. Yeah, they will teach you, but then you need your ears to work. So with this plugin, and this plugin, if you don't know how to use it, you still scatter your work. Like, you understand? You get what I'm trying to say. So and it's not every vocal you must use this thing. It's not every vocal. Some vocals don't actually need it. So you might think stuff like that. Yeah, some vocals don't actually need it. Then lastly, what I did here was my group. I still sent another reverb and delay here. I don't know, but to make it sounds this professional and nice. You understand? So that's what I did. I guess that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did. So listen to how the vocals sound. That's now with the everything.
Rekapa siendele, rekapa. Ah, hey, blessed the thou son of David. Ah, oh, blessed the thou roots of Jesse. Hey, ah.
So you can see the vocal is actually sounding nice and the reverb is going according to our calculation. Do you understand? The reverb is going according to our calculation. So look at my reverb, my delay here. So like I put my delay on, I add on my delay on 1/4. So when she say hey yeah, it will be like hey yeah, like you can't, it will actually go, um it will count, it won't go off. You understand? So if you don't still know how to make your and if you're on your headphones, maybe, or maybe you're on speakers, you hear that my reverb is sounding, sorry, my delay is sounding like telephone. This is where I got the preset, like my high pass and my low pass. This is the place I actually got those trick from. Understand? But then you can still add up your telephone on your delay. That is if I really want, but I never wanted this. That's just why I didn't add it here. You can add up your telephone effect here. It will sound directly like that. Do you understand? It will sound directly like that. You don't need to even do much, but I don't want that on my vocals. That is why I didn't do that. Understand? So then here on my reverb, I think I sidechain this thing. I do, yeah, I sidechain. Look at it here. I sidechain my vocals. Like listen to it. I'm coming. Listen to it. I want to start this one from the beginning so that you understand what I'm saying. So listen to it with this sidechaining.
Rekapa siendele, rekapa. Ah, hey, blessed the thou son of David. Ah, blessed the thou roots of Jesse. Hey, ah.
Like the whenever the vocals comes in, the reverb and the delay dogs down a little bit to allow the vocal shine on the mix. Do you understand? So um it's actually very simple. When I was, like I said earlier from the beginning of this video, when I was mixing this song, I actually enjoy what I was doing because it's something that I do. Like I go to church every day, so I love gospel songs. You understand? So I try my best to see that I bring out the best, like bring out the picture of the lady. Though it's not a real song, do you understand? But it's more of like a meddling stuff like she did, and it's actually cool. It's nice and it's dope. Understand? So I think I've come to the end of this video, and I really appreciate you guys all for showing me love and kindness, for supporting my brand, my channel. Please keep liking, keep liking, keep sharing, subscribing to my channel, and I pray that God one day will lift us up and will shine all of us. And I'll be glad. I'll be very happy to come here and share that we have reached 1,000 subscribers. That's what I want from you guys. Now you guys should please support my channel and subscribe, like, and share. Please, I beg you all in the name of God, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. You guys just show me love. You understand? So I still remain my humble self, Niche Ben, aka Sambo. I am live at Prime Wave Studio. So understand. So I really appreciate you guys. Please, I'm peacing out. I'm sorry. I say I'm signing out, not peacing out. Thank you. One love, and I'm out of the building. Boom.